Remember, a life full of adventure is the only life worth living.
Wine, mead, ale, water. What will it be? What strikes your fancy? There is something, actually. Here. The powers that be at the county castle sent out this bounty letter. Why?
Daughter of Skyrim. My heart...
I'm here to uphold the law. I advise you not to break it.
Had the pleasure of hearing Renaud screeching? I have. Every single day. Maybe one day he'll shut up.
Heard there were ogres around. Be careful, traveler.
rotten and the ale's gone bad. Hey!
He's there. Catch her!
That noise. Ha! Found
Time to die!
I'll show you what real pain feels like.
Soon you'll be begging for death. In a blink. Where'd he go?
Found you once again.
Want to die? Sure seems like it. Did I lose them? Ah, there you are!
I want to die. You should probably stop by hurting me.
Get back here! See, you can't run from me! Today, you die. We'll make good use of...
was that?
Thought you could get away, huh? There you are.
Damn that Renaud even-toned. Zuth, such a racket. My most sincere thanks, honored friend. I will put it into the fund that I've been putting together for a while now, to buy a house and get a roof over my head. It's growing slowly, but surely. Houses are expensive. A series of unlucky events. I'd rather not talk about it. I try to be fairly humble, but sitting here day after day, not being able to hear myself think for the racket he's causing, well, it dries my scales. Why do you ask? Are you interested in helping? There certainly isn't much a lowly Argonian beggar could do. I am a beggar. I can't even afford a roof over my head, and I can barely afford to eat. However, if you were to deal with Renaud, I'll find a way. Goodbye, friend.
Can I help you?
Word coming down from Skyrim is that a Dragonborn has emerged. Wonder who it could be.
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow that lizard to engage in such a salacious display? Scandalous!
Good afternoon.
I may serve Count Carving, but I take commands from the guard captain.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? Sakaviri heirlooms. Priceless Sakaviri heirlooms. Seen any? As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks. A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. No, not tensions as such, just... I'm tired. I've had 4 sleepless nights in a row. The Count's talking my ear off about these artifacts, and it's stopping me from tending to more important issues. Not that I'm disloyal to Count Carvane, of course. I've never had reason to dislike our ruler. Better him than some of the other counts and countesses in the province. Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them, and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search. Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both. It's tough. On one side, you've got criminals, the kind that like to hide behind law and policy to wriggle out of justice. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affairs as everyone walks on eggshells. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in the Imperial City. See you around. More than you might think. Between the Count, the White Gold Concordat, and all the other treaties, the rules are constantly changing. All I want to do is protect these people, jail criminals, earn my keep. Then the damned wind changes, and with it, the law. Seen it? Yep, me and my family. Wife and children are still there, in fact. Left because the place is swarming with people. Hard to find any work. Came up here, couldn't find much work either. Joined the guard on a whim. Saw a lot, rose to the ranks. And now I'm guard captain. Funny how things work out. I try to take my duties seriously, and send as much as I can back to my loved ones. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. We have it fairly okay compared to some other parts of the province. The problem is that the criminals here aren't driven to it out of desperation. They just want the coin, to get rich. They know how to game the system. Except D'Artagnan. He's... well, never mind. I've probably told you too much. No, I can't. Sorry, but I can't go blabbing about people's checkered pasts.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you. Can I help you? Excellent work. The people of the county can rest easier tonight. Here is your well-earned reward from our treasury. So the guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. Can't have the Carvane artifact collection lost to some random burglar. I didn't know. I was just doing the rounds here in the castle. I was about to go to bed for the night when I noticed something. Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of one of the Akaviri amulets. But this time, nothing. I went to investigate, and the artifacts were gone. I'm sorry I can't be of more use. Some amulets, some rings, a katana, all of Akaviri design. Priceless relics. Very valuable and very well loved by the Count. Best of luck with your investigation.
Sbrigati.
You know what's even more satisfying than arresting a criminal? Seeing them rot in a cell.
Manca ancora molto al santuario? Ora, se vuoi scusarmi...
Weary of the whispers, why not go somewhere more agreeable? Residing the resplendent boutique of magical wonders.
I can't believe you, Ceruleus. You and I, we're in the same boat here.
If you want some bread, go and talk to Hieroltre yourself. It's where I got mine. Though to be fair, you just don't have the same charm as me.
Charm? Do you mean stench? The old woman just wanted you and your stink out of her fancy inn.
Whatever you say, Realm. I got a full loaf of bread and you don't.
Oh, look! A pumpkin! I am the most illustrious bard in the entirety of Tamriel. I promise you that.
Much better than any of the bumpkins from the Bard's College that I graduated to, of course. Of course I did. What, you think Reynard even Tone, a master bard and true artist, would be rejected from the Bard's College? Of course not. Of course I am. A true Nord knows that boasting is appropriate when it is called for, and Reynard even Tone knows this well. Or are you insulting my ability, bumpkin? Don't tempt me. To clunk you over the head with my flute or my lute, or bludgeon you with my fiddle. I know, I will travel to Daggerfall, grab one of those fancy bread and hops and spank you with it. Ooh, or I could slam you with a tambourine so vigorously that every Bruma citizen could hear it. That would make you the joke of the day. Oh, look, there goes the tambourine man. Tambourine woman just doesn't have the same ring to it. Tambourine lady, maybe. How's that sound, Pissin' Rube? The hat? The hat? You dare refer to it as a hat? This bumpkin is a Colovian fur-elm. They were all the rage back in the Third Era, though their popularity has since waned. But I, the illustrious Reynard even Tone, am spearheading their revival. Not only am I a pioneer of music, I am also a pioneer of fine fashions. Soon, when you see all and sundry walking around sporting them, you'll know in the back of your mind that Reynard even Tone was there first. Ridiculous. Ridiculous! You wouldn't know high fashion if beat you senseless. So let's not tempt high fashion, huh, Pissin' Rube? You there, a traveler, in my house? Why, of course, you are here to sample the sweet sounds of Reynard even Tone and his lute, or his flute. Noise nuisance? Noise nuisance? What do you take me for, some Halliway wastrel? I'm a bard, you impudent fool! How dare you speak to me in such a manner? And whoever complain, such nerve! Ah, yes, but you were the messenger girl, weren't you? You are the one who came to deliver their infernal message. Indeed, whoever it was that complained is likely an agent of Maroon's Dagon. For who else would have such distaste for the beauty of music? You insolent whelp! I am outraged! You barge into my home and then proceed to insult me! I'm done with this conversation. First you insult me, then you offer me aid. How unexpected. At least you're learning your place. Yes, I suppose there's something you can do. My prize loot is missing, and I'm forced to use this shoddy replacement. It is impacting my ability to perform greatly. It is even making my renditions of Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew sound worse. Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew. That is a basic ballad. Absolutely basic. So go and fetch my loot. Some thief took it, probably. Somewhere here in Bruma, I imagine. Off you go. Time's a-wasting. Annoying! I will try to hold my rage for now, but do not try my patience, Rube. Go fetch the loot before I clunk you over the head with my flute! Away with you, Rube! Nope, none at all. Try asking the ruffians over at the Restful Watchman. That's where most of the riffraff like to drink themselves into a stupor.
You're not getting away so easily. Gli sciocchi stanno... Glorious battle.
Time to die.
Welcome to Greenwood. We don't have much in the way of lodgings. Are you here for our delicious Greenwood mead, or just to enjoy the sights? Hmm?
What could that be?
Found
Can I help you?
Can I help you?
There you are!
Big mistake!
I'll kill you!
Was that, supposed to hurt? Hello?
Another one.
My legs ache. Food, drink, beds. Which one suits your fancy today? Excellent. Thank you, traveler. This will do an old soul some good. Come, you've helped me with this. The least you deserve is to be there when I lay them upon old Barnius's grave. Follow me. Old Barnius, old friend, rest in peace. I still don't know whether dogs feel Arkay's embrace. I may never know. I'm not a pious man. But old Barnius, just know that I still remember you. Know that I still care. Watch over me from wherever you are, old friend. I still love you.
Thank you so much, traveler. You've truly calmed an old man's soul.
My thanks again, traveler.
Greetings, greetings. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. A package, specifically for you. Just gotta get a hold of, haha! Here you go. And nothing else, apparently. Well, best be off.
Who in Oblivion told that guy he's a good singer? I've heard Daedros do better. Oh, his name is Reynard, even told. Damned fool apparently thinks he's the divine's gift to singing. He's terrible, and he's loud. You can hear his terrible performances from the streets. It's getting very irritating. The beggar, Relante, has shown a particular interest in getting Rina to shut up for some reason. You could go speak with him. Perhaps he'd even pay you. This one likes to stay south of the border. The Empire makes the Nords let you through the walls. It is better than constant wandering, even if not so profitable. But there are still many septums to be had. If you mean to ask why D'Artagnan is not in elsewhere, it is quite simple. He came to Citadel a great many years ago. So long ago, he does not even remember the reason. And he has stayed here since. There are plenty of opportunities for adventure and profit, if one knows to look in the right places. About D'Artagnan? Not so much to tell. He comes from elsewhere, but his home is in Cyrodiil. He has spent most of his time walking Tamriel in this place, and so far, he has no desire to leave. This one hunts, and he sells for a tidy profit. He plunders ancient tombs and caves in search of treasure, and treasure he finds. He lives comfortably, even if he is not rich. He is self-sufficient, and he is content. Ah, a fair question. For my trade is perhaps not so obvious on first glance. This one calls himself a hunter and fur trader. He stalks the wilds of the Geralds and brings down the beasts and the deer. He skins them and sells the furs here in Bruma. The Nords love bear pelts, this one has found. Well, this one does also sometimes explore the caves and tombs of the wilds in search of treasure, and sometimes he finds. This one prefers cat burglar. You mean for cat burglary, honored friend? And the answer is no. Most of the time, anyway. This one does have occasional run-ins with the law, he admits. There is actually a particularly unfortunate situation currently occurring. This one has been falsely accused of stealing from Icewind Traders, the general store. They tell him he has stolen their hides, and that he is selling them at his stall. This is false. This one has done nothing of the sort. In fact, perhaps you could help. Aedius Villius is the captain of the guard here in Bruma. If you speak to him, perhaps he will change his mind. This one fears he considers him a dirty thief and will not hear his pleas. Because the accusation is false. Regardless of this one's past or his future, he has not stolen from the merchant. He does not steal from hard-working business owners. He steals from the pampered, the opulent, and the unjust. So, in helping this one, you would, in fact, be hastening the course of justice, not jeopardizing it. So, what do you say? Thank you. May you eternally walk on the warmest, glistening sands. These pleasantries please you, yes? Then Khajiit will continue.
Nope, sorry, nothing. Nope, sorry, nothing. Nope, sorry, nothing.
Hello.
I'm proud of my ancestry, as should you be, Felinor.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you. County Bruma is the jewel of Cyrodiil. Though the mountains may be frosty, the hearts of our people are as warm as the brightest hearth. Of course, that's not to say that she's perfect. As with any county, we have our fair share of vicious wildlife and shameless brigands. But we don't let that put a dampener on things. That's the Nord way, after all, and Bruma's as Nordic as she is imperial. Indeed I am. I handle the day-to-day business of the county on behalf of the Count, the fair and honorable Decilas Carvain. Excellent work. The people of the county can rest easier tonight. Here is your well-earned reward from our treasury. Goodbye.
I'm here to uphold the law.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? Very funny. I'd laugh if I weren't too tired to get the sound out. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? Thanks. He's accused of stealing from Icewind traders. What of it? Ah, wait. Don't tell me he roped you into having the charges dropped. He's been trying that tactic a lot recently. I have sympathy for the cat, being accused like this while the bigger fish swim free. What can I do? I have to enforce the law. No, but Cetus made the accusation. I don't know what you expect me to do, but I can't just drop charges on a whim like this. No, I can't, but if I have two people each claiming the other is lying, I can't just drop the charges. Respect the law. Respect yourself. He's accused... Ah, wait. Don't... I have sympathy for the cat. No, but Cetus made the accusation. I don't know what you expect me to do, but I can't just drop charges on a whim like this. No, I can't, but if I have two people each claiming the other is lying, I can't just drop the charges. Want my advice? Always carry a good... A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvains have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Decilas... Count Carvain... isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. Well, that's... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up. Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves. Might be a decent place to start your... Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both. Civilian?
What is it?
Good morning. Zombies tend to haunt caves. Be careful if you decide to go treasure hunting.
I don't believe I've seen you before. Fascinating. A newcomer to Bruma, is that what we have here?
Suckered by the synod, weary of the whispers, why not go somewhere more agreeable?
A joker, too! Wonderful! Yet another troublemaker for us to keep an eye on. At least if your attempts at sardonicism weren't quite so... posturing. Many before you have thought themselves invincible. Above the Thalmor, above the Dominion, above their precious empire and its laws. Its concordats. They now find themselves hanging from trees, their decrepit husks wasting away amidst near-endless blizzard. Enjoy your stay in this fair city. Next you'll be telling me, my, oh my, not many Gwar in Bruma. Scales of Auriel, thanks for telling me that. I'll be sure to tell all my friends. Put up posters, even. Not highly of me, I suppose. Then again, the feeling is mutual. No, I just wear the uniform for fun. Yes, of course I am. I'm here to protect the Aldmeri interests in Bruma, and ensure that the terms of the White Gold Concordat are upheld. Important, given that we're so close to Skyrim and its rebellious little Nords. To hear you speak of civility is somewhat disarming, considering our environs. This city is filled with uncultured louts who I suspect would quickly turn on each other for an ancient bottle of mead. Given that you at least have the vocabulary and mental faculties to understand the concept of civil society, yes, let us speak. But be quick about it. Disarming lack of incorrigible idiocy aside, you are still not my idea of a scintillating conversationalist. Bye. Do you need something? I am Altmer. I was born and raised among the wizard lords of Alinor, and now I am posted to a frigid squat filled with brutes and drunkards. That doesn't exactly lend itself to a warm disposition. Does that make things any clearer?
I know it's not, but we're not defying your precious concordat, are we?
Nor does ignorance justify obstinance. But that lesson evidently hasn't trickled down to many residents of this frosty backwater.
There you go again with that spirit of the concordant nonsense.
I suppose a Khajiit can't change its
Bruma,
spots just like that.
Authority here, not you.
But yes, to put a long story short, we are all products of our environment, are we not?
Innocence, if the concordat doesn't explicitly force me to.
I will put it in simple terms, so perhaps you might understand.
Chapel of St. Martin is under the protection
The
of the
Aldmeri
Bruma
Dominion
Guard
signed an
until you show
accord
me
with the
what part of
Empire,
your
known
precious
as the White
concordat
Gold
they're violating.
Concordat. That accord guarantees the Dominion, and by extension the Thalmor, that Talos worship shall be outlawed.
Don't break your neck.
We are simply here to ensure that the Empire does not renege on that commitment. Guilt. Why should I feel guilt? I'm a Thalmor Justicia, yes, but the Aldmeri Dominion is not a single consciousness. This empire is a political entity. It has committed untold acts of persecution and genocide in the past. One need only have a cursory knowledge of the Tiber Wars and imperial history to know this to be true. Tiber Septim, the man-god so many Nords and Imperials love to revere, was himself guilty of the sins you attribute solely to the Dominion. But I digress. I am a soldier of the Thalmor, and I carry out the duties assigned to me by my superiors. If your goal is to make me feel guilty for enforcing dictates which your own emperor signed into law, then I'm afraid you will enjoy precious little success. I haven't given it very much thought. My enjoyment is irrelevant. I have a role within the Thalmor, and the duties which go along with that. I have fulfilled and will continue to fulfill that which is asked of me to the best of my ability. Again, my enjoyment, or otherwise, is irrelevant. I will put it in simple terms, so perhaps you might understand. The Aldmeri Dominion signed an accord with the That accord, we are simply here to ensure... No. If anything fruitful is going to come of this conversation, it will not be the sentimental exchange of life stories. Suffice it to say that I am a Thalmor Justicia operating in Bruma. My identity outside of that is entirely irrelevant. Goodbye.
Oh look, an infant. How quaint.
Come, warm yourself by the hearth. You know that bard, Renaud Even-Toned? Yeah. I hear the Jukanis paid him to watch over and entertain their kid Banus while they were out of town. Apparently, his attempts at lullabies scared the child so much he ran away from the bard and cried in the street until his parents got back. We're renowned through all Cyrodiil and beyond as the finest inn, restaurant, and entertainment location in all Tamriel. We spare no expense for our customers' pleasure. What strikes your fancy? See you around.
The Gerald View is quite an agreeable venue. So, what can I play for you? Well, nowhere compares to what's in High Rock, of course. Though perhaps that's just my affinity for Breton culture shining through.
Don't you trust
Oh, there's the Nern Theater. You'll find it on the Imperial Isle just outside the walls of the Imperial City. Other than that, not much springs to mind, I'm afraid.
Don't trust me.
I'm sorry, love.
Back home in High Rock. Wayrest, to be specific. Great place. A real bastion of the arts. Lots of talented musicians back there. Oh, you should head there sometime. They even have a menagerie. Though, it may have moved on by now.
Yes, you're right.
You wouldn't have. Stantis recently hired me to replace who was, by all accounts, a particularly disagreeable fellow bard.
I could tolerate High Rock.
Yes, by all accounts, quite a shocking excuse for a bard. But I'm not here to pass judgment on others. I'm here to entertain. So, want a song? Until next time. Greetings. The Gerald View is quite an agreeable venue. So, what can I play for you?
Nope, sorry, nothing. Hello.
Hmm? I am. I try to be fairly humble, but sitting here day after day, not being able to hear myself think for the racket he's causing, well, it tries my scales. Why do you ask? Are you interested in helping? There certainly isn't much a lowly Argonian beggar could do. Thank you very much. I am a beggar. I can't even afford a roof over my head, and I can barely afford to eat. However, if you were to deal with Reynard, I can arrange for you to be paid.
What is it?
What?
Hey, watch it!
What is it?
You there! Come to speak to the best bard in Old Tamriel? Unsurprising. Go on then. You there, a traveler, in my house? Why, of course, you are here to sample the sweet sounds of Reynard Haven Tone and his lute. Or his flute. Noise nuisance? Noise nuisance? What do you take me for, some Halliway wastrel? I'm a bard, you impudent fool! How dare you speak to me in such a manner? And whoever complain, such nerve! Ah, yes, but you were the messenger girl, weren't you? You are the one who came to deliver their infernal message. Indeed, whoever it was that complained is likely an agent of Maroon's Dagon. For who else would have such distaste for the beauty of music? Then they should have asked me to play lullabies. That would have been sufficient. I believe one of those goes something like, you know, in the great green tomb, there was a chorus, and a troll that had been dead since Sundays, and a picture of a war jumping over the mountains. That kind of thing. They could have asked for that, but no, instead they proclaim me a nuisance. The nerve! The nerve! First you insult me, then you offer me aid. How unexpected. At least you're learning your place. Yes, I suppose there's something you can do. My prize loot is missing, and I'm forced to use this shoddy replacement. It is impacting my ability to perform greatly. It is even making my renditions of Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew sound worse. Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew. That is a basic ballad. Absolutely basic. So, go and fetch my loot. Some thief took it, probably. Somewhere here in Bruma, I imagine. Off you go. Time's a-wasting. Annoying! I will try to hold my rage for now, but do not try my patience, Rube. You are not fit to stand before me! Begone, wastrel! Nope, none at all. Try asking the ruffians over at the Restful Watchman. That's where most of the riffraff like to drink themselves into a stupor.
Marcius Carvey, Viscount Bruma. The title garners a lot of respect and a fair few privileges. Anyway, how can I help you?
What is it?
Ho ho! Fresh meat in Bruma. See you.
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. It must have been. Oh, hello. What are you looking at? Speak. That's none of your... I suppose there's no harm in telling you now. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to help. I'm a mercenary. Been one for years now, and I don't often fail a job. But this last time, I did fail, but not through any fault of my own. Cut out the sarcasm. I don't appreciate it. If you want to help me, if you want the honor of working by my side, then you should at least exercise respect. I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits near Bruma. Offer some nice coin, too. My wife came with me. We were battle partners. Things were going well until we were ambushed.
bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success. Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
I've got rooms, I've got food, and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt. I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know, especially when you're in my line of work. Well, true enough. There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know? Name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this business. Not going to happen. Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume. The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need? Until next time.
Ah!
Hey, watch it!
What is it?